today we'll learn the Laplace transform of periodic functions, uh, which is also waveform synthesis part in your Laplace transformation module. Okay, so first we'll see the derivation of what is the derivation of the Laplace transform of a periodic function. Then we will get into finding out the Laplace transform of certain standard periodic functions like square wave, sine wave, triangular wave, sawtooth wave, and so on. Okay, so what is the derivation of how to find out the Laplace transform of any given periodic function? Like if square wave is periodic or if sine wave is periodic, what would be the general formula that we consider to find out the Laplace transform is what we are going to derive. Now, we all know the definition of the Laplace transform of any function f of t would be given by integration of, so this is the definition of the Laplace transform. Okay, so what is that? This the Laplace transform of any given function f of t would be equal to integration of 0 to infinity with limit 0 to infinity e power minus st into f of t dt. Okay, so now as we are trying to take the function to be periodic, so you are going to separate the integrals in terms of the time period, different time period, which is 0 to t. So it is like this is 0 to t, then t to 2t, then 2t to 3t, and so on. Okay, so this is what the period. So your square wave can be in this manner. Okay, it can be in this manner, or a wave which is periodic in nature can also be in this manner, where period is what 0, this is t, and this is 2t, and this is 3t, and so on. So if such waves are given, so we normally take the integration to be the limit in terms of this periods whatever we have. So it is integration of 0 to t e power minus st f of t dt plus integration of t to 2t e power minus st f of t dt plus integration of 2t to 3t e power minus st f of t dt plus this dot is plus so on. Okay, so it can this function can continue. That is why it is called as periodic function. 4t, 5t, and so on. It can continue till that. Now what we do is we'll try to take t equals u, t equals u plus t, t equals u plus 2t, and so on. Okay, so u being some u being some periodic variable. Okay, so here integration of 0 to t e power minus su f of u dt plus integration of t to 2t e power minus s of u plus t f of u plus t dt du plus integration of 2t 3t e power minus s of u plus 2t f of u plus 2t du plus so on. Okay, so what we get here is, so I'm sorry, I think this is fu, this is fu. I think I made a mistake in typing. So this is d. Okay, so integration of 0 to t e power minus su f of u du plus, as we are integrating in terms of u now, this e power minus s of u plus t can be written as e power minus su into e power minus st. So this e power minus st will become constant, and you can take it outside, and you can say integration of 0 to t e power minus su f of u du plus integration of minus 2st now, where this is my e power minus su into e power minus s into 2t, where e power minus 2st you take it outside, you will be left out with integration of 0 to t e power minus su f of u du plus so on. Okay, so when you take out the period outside, the integration term will also gets changed, means it becomes 0 to t, because it is a function of u now. This complete function is a function of u, therefore it varies from 0 to t. Okay, so when I can take this integration of 0 to t e power minus su f of u as common in all these terms, where you can see that I will get 1 plus e power minus st plus e power minus 2st plus so on into integration of 0 to t e power minus su f of u du. So this whole thing commonly can be written as 1 over 1 minus e power minus st integration of 0 to t e power minus st f of t dt. So this is the Laplace transform of a periodic function, which can also be said as the Laplace transform of any periodic function is Laplace transform of f of t divided by 1 minus e power minus s into t. Now, if I want to find out what is the Laplace transform of this periodic function, I will try to take the Laplace transform of one full square wave period. Okay, this is one full period. Okay, so I'll take the Laplace transform of one full period, and that would be the Laplace transform of f of t, which is the Laplace transform of one period, and I will divide that by 1 minus e power minus s into t, where t would be the time period based on the function that t will have its value. Therefore, if I find out the Laplace transform of this one full period of square wave with on and off, that will give me the Laplace transform of f of t, and if I divide that by 1 minus e power minus st, that gives me the Laplace transform of this complete period, this complete periodic function. Okay, so that is how we find out the Laplace transform of any given periodic function. Okay, now let us find the Laplace transform for the function as shown in the waveform, which has a sawtooth waveform. Okay, this is a sawtooth waveform which we can see, where this sawtooth waveform is what we need to analyze, and this is not a periodic function. He is asking you to find out the Laplace transform of this particular function. Okay, so how to find out? First of all, what we need to do is we need to write the equation f of t for this. So we need to find out what is the equation f of t, and then after writing the equation for f of t, we need to go with writing the Laplace transform of this f of t. Okay, so therefore we will try to see how to write f of t here. Now, if you try to see the waveform here, from here till here, whatever we do have a ramp. Okay, we do have a ramp, and then this what you see is a step. Okay, unit step function. So this is the step function, and whereas this is the ramp function. Now, what is our job is we have the function f of t, where a ramp function is the first term which we get. So this is the ramp function plus the next term is we need to nullify this ramp function, where that ramp function is nullified and then the step function is obtained. So the next addition that we have do is to nullify the ramp. So to nullify the ramp is getting converted into step function with a delay of time period t. So that would be the part of the equation that we write, and then plus the step function at delay t, step function that we get a time delay t, because from 0 you can see the time delay is t. Okay, now to write the ramp function, we know the Laplace transform of or the function f of t for ramp is what? T into u of t, what we normally write. So therefore here it's not just t into u of t, it is slope multiplied by t into u of t. Now we need to find out the slope of this ramp function, and we do know the equation slope for any ramp function is given by y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So here what is y2 y1 x2 x1 is at origin what we get the coordinator x1 and y1 coordinates, whereas at this point we get the coordinates x2 comma y2. Now this coordinates at 0, we see that x1 and y1 are equal to 0 and 0, because at the origin you see both are zeros, whereas at this particular point the coordinates of x2 and y2 is t and v. Y is v, whereas x is t. Now therefore the slope of the function, which is ramp function, which is given by y2, which is v minus 0 divided by t minus 0, which would be equal to v by t. This is the slope which we get for the ramp function. Now f of t is now equal to, f of t would be equal to now slope v by t multiplied by the first function is ramp function, then you get the nullifying the ramp function, and then the step function. Okay, so three terms we need to write. So for ramp we need to multiply slope always. We know that the slope of ramp function has been found to be v by t here. So v by t multiplied by t into u of t. Because we have this is t into u of t, there is no time delay still, therefore you will say t into u of t added with, okay, added with, it is nullifying. Therefore nullifying will always go with subtraction, not addition. So this goes with subtraction, sorry. So nullifying the ramp means ramp is getting converted into step. Therefore it is minus the slope v by t multiplied by, it is not just t now. Now there is a time delay capital T here. Therefore the ramp function will be given by a time delay t minus t into u of t minus t. So this is the ramp function with the time delay t, because at that particular point you can see the ramp function is getting nullified. Added with step function. So what is step function here is, you need to see the distance of the step function along with the y-axis, whatever you see here. So the distance of this particular step function would be equal to v, because 0 to v is what step function you can see. Therefore plus v into the step function is always u of t, but here we see that t is with the time delay, time is with the time delay t. So this is the time actually. So time delay is with the delay t. Therefore I'll say v into u of t minus t. Okay, so this is what f of t for this ramp given ramp function. Okay, so what we have written here, we have written first the ramp function with the slope v by t, and we have seen how to find out the slope here. So we know that ramp function is normally given by t into u of t. As we don't have any delay, it is beginning from 0. Therefore we say t into u of t for ramp multiplied by slope. As we are nullifying the ramp at this point because it is getting converted into step function, therefore minus v by t is the slope for ramp, for any ramp function. So for both nullifying and the ramp you get slope to be v by t. So slope multiplied by the ramp function at this point will be with respect to the delay t, capital T. Therefore t minus t into u of t minus t plus the step function. Now the slope of the step function is nothing but the distance of that particular step function, whatever we see from the origin. So it is distance is v, because 0 to v is v multiplied by, it is not just u of t now, as it is the step function at the delay of time capital T. So it becomes u of t minus t. Now we know that the Laplace transform need to be found here. Therefore f of s equals v by t is constant. Now if I find out the Laplace transform of t into u of t, okay, so I'll just write Laplace transform of t into u of t minus v by t into Laplace transform of t minus t into u of t minus t plus v into Laplace transform of u of t minus t. Now in this case, if we find out what is the Laplace transform of all these three functions, what we get the answer here is f of s would be equal to v by t multiplied by the Laplace transform of t into u of t is 1 over s square. We all know that, right? So Laplace transform of t is 1 over s square. This derivation of this function I have already discussed in the previous video, minus v by t into the Laplace transform of t minus t, u of t minus t is nothing but you get a function e power minus ts because of the delay t whatever we have, because of the time delay t whatever we have, we get e power minus ts multiplied by 1 over s square, because 1 over s square is the Laplace transform of a ramp function, but that gets multiplied by e power minus ts because this Laplace what we are trying to find out is it in terms of time delay t, okay, plus v into, again you are finding out the Laplace transform of unit step function, and we know that the Laplace transform of any unit step function is 1 over s, but here it is not just 1 over s, it is e power minus ts into 1 over s. The reason why we are getting e power minus ts in both of this function is these two functions are being obtained at the time delay capital T, therefore that e power minus ts gets multiplied by for both ramp and step input whatever we have. Now we can take v by t common here, we can take v by t common here, and we will be getting 1 over s square minus e power minus ts by s square plus t into e power minus ts by s, because we are taking v by t, as we have only v here, this t gets cancelled, so again we get v. So this is what the Laplace transform of the above given sawtooth waveform. So this is the solution. So you can just keep f of s, because the question what is asked here is to find out the Laplace transform for the given sawtooth waveform, and we have found that. Okay, now let us go with this problem. Here we are supposed to find the Laplace transform of this periodic function. Now find the Laplace transform of the given periodic function. So this is the periodic function what you can see, where we do have a sawtooth waveform which is periodic in nature. Okay, so how to analyze this problem? The first step is we need to know what is the Laplace transform of any given periodic function. Laplace transform of any given periodic function would be equal to Laplace of one cycle of the period, one cycle of periodic function, Laplace transform of one cycle of periodic function divided by 1 minus e power minus ts. So here the Laplace transform of any periodic function would be equal to Laplace transform of one cycle of periodic function divided by 1 minus e power minus ts. One cycle is one full periodic waveform. Okay, one full waveform which gives you one periodic waveform. That is what. So here if you see here, one cycle of this periodic waveform or periodic function is nothing but one full sawtooth waveform. So this is one period. Now your job is to find out what is the Laplace transform of this particular periodic function. So first you need to find out what is the Laplace transform of one cycle of periodic function, and then if you divide that by 1 minus e power minus ts, you will be able to get one full one periodic the Laplace transform of one full periodic function. Okay, so anyway, let us write f of t like it is the this is same as the previous problem. Instead of t we have pi. So here we need to find out what is the Laplace transform of this one cycle periodic function, and then you substitute that here where you will be getting the Laplace transform of the periodic function. So here f of t would be equal to, as we all know that this is again the same sawtooth waveform what we have seen in the previous problem. So you get one ramp function, 2 is the nullifying this ramp, and 3 is the step function. So you get three different equations here which gets added up for f of t. So f of t would be equal to, so for that we need to find out what is the slope of this particular ramp. So slope of ramp is what? So here x1 comma y1 is actually 0 comma 0, whereas for this at this point it is x2 comma y2, which is equal to pi comma 1. Therefore, y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1, which is the slope for the ramp, would be equal to y2 is 1 minus 0 divided by pi minus 0, so which would be equal to 1 over pi would be the slope. Therefore, here f of t equals 1 over pi into t into u of t, because that is the first function, which is ramp, t into u of t, minus, because it is nullifying the ramp because it is converting into step, slope 1 by pi into, so nullifying ramp is with the time delay pi, therefore it is t minus pi into u of t minus pi plus the distance for this step function, okay, is 0 to 1, therefore 1 into u of t minus pi, because the step function is also at a time delay pi. Okay. Now if I find out the Laplace transform of this particular function f of t, I would get f of s would be equal to, so let me take this is f1 of s, because this is the Laplace transform of the one cycle of the periodic function. So f1 of s, so I will just say this is f1 of t. So f1 of s would be equal to 1 by pi into 1 over s square minus 1 by pi into e power minus pi s 1 over s square, e power minus pi s, because with this is with the time delay pi, plus 1 into, so I'll just write 1 into, or I'll just write e power minus pi s into 1 over s. Okay, so this is what we get. So if I take 1 by pi common in this 2, I'll get 1 by s square minus e power minus pi s. So I can just take s square also common in this 2. So therefore, I'll say this as 1 over pi s square into 1 minus e power minus pi s plus e power minus pi s by s. So this is f1 of s. So therefore, the Laplace transform of the complete periodic function f of t would be equal to f1 of s divided by e power minus 1 minus e power minus ts, 1 minus e power minus ts. Now what is this time period t? You should go back and see the diagram. You see the time period between every cycle is pi, pi plus pi is 2 pi, 2 pi plus pi is pi. Therefore, the time period between every cycle is pi period. Okay. So therefore, here in this particular problem, you will see that this is equal to f1 of s divided by 1 minus e power minus pi s. Therefore, f of s is the Laplace transform of the complete periodic function, which is equal to 1 over pi s square into 1 minus e power minus pi s plus e power minus pi s by s, whole thing divided by 1 minus e power minus pi s. So therefore, this would be the final solution for the given sawtooth periodic function. So this would be the final result or the final solution for the given sawtooth periodic function. Okay, now let us now find out the Laplace transform of this given periodic. It's not a periodic function; it's a single cycle square wave. What you can see. So let us find out the Laplace transform of this square waveform. So Laplace transform of this square waveform. So how to do this? Laplace transform of a square waveform. So how to find out the Laplace transform of the square waveform is what we need to do now. So here if you see in the square waveform, from 0 to v, okay, from 0 to v, we have a first step function. Then it's constant here, even this is a step function which is constant here, so you need not to change here. Now from here till here, I'm sorry, this is minus v actually. So from here till here, you have again second step function, okay, from here till here, complete one full step function whatever we have. And then from here till here it is constant, so we need not to worry because even this is a step function. Now from here to here you have another step function. So you get three different terms in a given equation f of t. For writing f of t, these are the three terms which we consider. Now all these are step, so therefore you need not to worry about nullifying what we did in the earlier problem. So that nullifying comes into picture only when you are changing from ramp to step or step to ramp and so on. Okay. So anyway, step to ramp it is not considered, whereas ramp to step is what considered to be where you get two part in a single ramp that we take when it gets changed to step function. Here all these are step, therefore you need not to worry about nullifying item like how we did in the previous problem. So here you get one step input, as this is constant for complete for this particular delay t, whereas this is also step input, so therefore you should go with the next thing. Now here from here to here you see the variation in the step input whatever we see, so therefore you go with second equation, and from here to here it is completely constant, whereas but from here to here you see a different step function. Therefore you get three different step function in this particular square waveform. So therefore, if I try to write f of t, I'll always see the distance for step. So it is from here to here it is v. So I'll say v into just u of t, because there is no delay in this particular step, right? There is no delay. Whereas when you come here, the distance is now 2 times v. It is, don't take v and minus v. Negative is not considered. You should just take the distance. From here to here is v, and again from here to here it is v. Therefore it is plus, because it is not nullifying, it is just addition of all three waveforms. So it is plus 2 times v into u of t minus t. Why t minus t? Because it is a time delay t. Okay. Now from here to here it is same function will retain, whereas at this particular point you get the third step function which is plus. Now what is the distance between this point and this point? It is v, just v. Therefore plus v into u of t minus 2t. Minus 2t because the time delay here now is from 0 to 2t, which is 2t here. Okay, therefore it becomes v into u of t minus 2t. Now I hope you understood how to write the equation f of t. Therefore f of s would be equal to v into 1 by s plus 2v into, it is not just 1 by s now, it is e power minus ts into 1 by s. Okay, e power minus ts into 1 by s plus v into, again it is not just 1 by s, it is e power minus 2ts into 1 over s. As this is with the time delay 2t, so you get an extra term e power minus 2ts. Here it is time delay with respect to t, so you get extra term e power minus ts with 1 over s. 1 over s will remain because it's a unit step function. In ramp function 1 over s square, whereas in unit step function it is 1 over s. Okay, so with all these three terms you see 1 over s, v by s is common, so I'll just take v by s outside, so I'll get 1 plus 2 times e power minus ts plus e power minus 2 times ts. So this is the solution f of s for a given square waveform. This is the Laplace transform for a given square waveform. Okay, now let us find out the Laplace transform of a given periodic function. So in the last problem, in the previous problem, we have seen the Laplace transform of a square wave. So here we need to find out the Laplace transform of a periodic function, which is again a square wave. So we all know that the Laplace transform of any periodic function f of s would be equal to f1 of s divided by 1 minus e power minus ts, and thereas f1 of s is nothing but the Laplace transform of one cycle of a periodic function. One full cycle of periodic function. Now what is one cycle of periodic function? Here is one full cycle of this particular square wave. Okay, one cycle of square wave is this and this. So this would be one full cycle of this square. So this we have already done in the previous problem. So I am just trying to tell you what should be done when there is a periodic function is given. So first thing is you need to write what is f of t. So we know that f of t now in the previous problem it is already been done for a square wave. So you get one function here, second here, and third one is here, right? That is the f of t that we get. Anyway, here f of t would be equal to 1 into, because 0 to 1 is the distance 1. So anyway, this is minus 1 here. So anyway, this can be minus 2 or anything. The distance should be considered accordingly. Okay. So f of t would be equal to 1 into u of t plus the second one is the distance is 2, 2 into the delay is t by 2, therefore 2 into u of t minus t by 2 plus, now the third one is that the time period, the distance is 1, which is 1 into u of t minus t, because t is the time delay at this particular point, capital T. So therefore this would be equal to, so this is f1 of t, let me take this as f1 of t, therefore f1 of s would be equal to 1 over s plus 2 into e power minus t by 2 s into 1 over s plus 1 into e power minus ts into 1 over s. This is the Laplace transform of the function, means the one cycle of the periodic function. So if I take 1 over s common here, I will be getting 1 plus 2 e power minus t by 2s plus e power minus ts. Now we know that the complete Laplace transform of the complete periodic function f of s would be equal to f1 of s divided by 1 minus e power minus ts. So which is equal to, what is t now? What is the capital T in the denominator that we need to consider? Here you see the time period that we can see, the delay between each cycle is t by 2. From here to here is this t by 2 and so on, t by 2, t by 2 and so on. But here it's not for one full cycle. One full cycle the time period is t. Okay. So the one full cycle the time period is t, and we should consider that t here. So therefore it remains to be same. So I need not to change this. So it remains to be f1 of s by 1 minus e power minus t. So t is the time delay for the complete one cycle square wave from what you can see in the question. Therefore the final answer would be equal to f of s equals f1 of s is 1 plus 2 e power minus t by 2s plus e power minus ts, whole thing divided by this s can be multiplied with this denominator. I can say s into 1 minus e power minus ts. So this is the answer for this particular problem when a square wave is periodic. Okay, so I hope you got it. How to find out the periodic function, Laplace transform of a periodic function when a square wave is being given. Okay, now let us find out the Laplace transform of the given function, what you can see on the screen. So how to find out a Laplace transform of this particular waveform? So first thing is you need to find out, see this is one step function whatever we have. We have a constant here, and this is the second function whatever we have. Again we have a constant here, and this is the third step function whatever we have. Again we have a constant here. This is the fourth step what we have, and finally constant here, and we have coming down, which is the fifth step function. Therefore, you will see that f of t would be equal to 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 minus 5. Why minus 5? Because it's not increasing, it is coming down back to 0. Okay, so this all 4 will get added up, whereas fifth will come down. So therefore, what would be f of t here equals, the first one is a step function which is equal to, the distance is 1. So 1 into u of, it is not t minus 1. The reason is this wave is beginning from 1 with the delay 1, with the time delay 1, not from 0. Therefore, it is 1 into u of t minus 1. Then you see complete constant. At this point, you see there is another step function here. Okay, there is another step function here with the distance. Now you need to take distance from here to here. You see 1 to 2, which is again 1 plus 1 into u of t minus 2, because the delay here now at 2. Therefore, t minus 2 plus, now this is constant. Now you need to see this. So this is the step function now. Again the distance is 1, because 2 to 3 is distance 1, into u of t minus 3, because 3 is the delay at this point. Okay, this is constant again at this point, plus again the distance is 3 to 4, which is plus 1 into u of t minus 4, because it is a delay with 4, minus, from here to here the distance is 4, therefore minus 4 times u of, what is the delay here? 5, t minus 5. So this would be the function f of t for this particular waveform. So now f of s now would be equal to, the Laplace of this particular function would be equal to 1 into e power minus s into 1 over s, because time is 1 here, plus 1 into e power minus 2s into 1 over s, plus 1 into e power minus 3s into 1 over s, plus 1 into e power minus 4s into 1 over s, minus 4 into e power minus 5s into 1 over s. All this e power because of delay is what we see. So I can say 1 over s common I can take. So finally we get e power minus s plus e power minus 2s plus e power minus 3s plus e power minus 4s minus 4 into e power minus 5s. So this would be the Laplace transform of the given particular waveform. Okay, now let us find out the Laplace transform of this given periodic function. Here you can see a rectangular waveforms repeatedly periodic in nature. So here you need to know what is f of t. So we need to write what is f of t again for this particular waveform. Now here if you see, you get a repeated rectangular waveforms here. So here from 0 to 10 is the first step function, what you can see. From 10 it is constant till here, and from there to a is the second function you see, and it is constant from a to t. So therefore you need not to take another step function for constant a to t. So you will be getting only two different functions for one full cycle. So you need to consider one full cycle. This is one full cycle from till here. Okay. So therefore from 0 to 10 is one step function, whereas it is constant again, and from that point, a particular point till a, it is second function, and again it is constant till t. Therefore this is one full function what we have, one full cycle what we have, and we get two different terms here which gets added up. Therefore f of t would be equal to, 10 is the distance, therefore 10 into u of t, because it's starting from 0, no delay, minus, why minus, it is coming down, minus again 10, because from here till here the distance is 10, into u of, because it is step function, t minus a. Why t minus a? Because the delay is a. Whereas from here to here it is constant, so you need not to take any other function here. Therefore, if I take the Laplace, therefore this becomes f1 of t, because that is for one cycle what we consider. Therefore, f1 of s would be equal to 10 into 1 over s minus 10 into e power minus as into 1 over s. So therefore here if I take 1 over s common, I will get, so I can get 10 also common here, because both has 10 and 1 over s. I'll get 1 minus e power minus as. So this is f1 of s. Therefore the total periodic function Laplace transform would be equal to f of s, which is equal to f1 of s divided by 1 minus e power minus ts. Now this capital T remains to be t, because one full cycle is from 0 to t. Okay, one full cycle is from 0 to t. Now from t to 2t is again t only. Okay, so therefore the capital T in the denominator remains to be t. Therefore this would be equal to 10 by s into 1 minus e power minus as divided by 1 minus e power minus ts. So therefore this would be the Laplace transform of the given periodic function. This would be the solution for the Laplace transform of the given periodic function. Okay, in this problem, let us find out the Laplace transform of this given waveform. Now, as you can see that the Laplace transform of a given waveform, and the waveform is what? It's a sine wave, what you can see. Okay, it's a sine wave, what we can see, and we need to find out what is the Laplace transform of this particular sine wave. What you can see. Anyway, it's one full sine wave, what you can see, with positive half cycle and negative half cycle. So you can also get an half wave also many times. So we'll see that in the next problem. You can also get an half wave, where in any sine wave when we take, we will try to write always two equations. One is at the starting point, the other one is at the end point. Okay, we normally write equations at the starting point and at the end point. Now if you have an half wave, we'll write one equation here and the second equation at this point. Okay, so anyway, we have one full wave here, which is positive wave and negative wave. So we'll see how to write the equation f of t for this particular sine wave. Now as we see that f of t is actually equal to Vm sine omega t u of t. For any sine wave, we take f of t to be equal to Vm sine omega t u of t. Okay, Vm sine omega t u of t. So here we do get two equations here at this point and at this point. Therefore, what do we write here is, so therefore, anyway, before that, let me tell you, if we take the Laplace transform of this particular function, where we get f of s equals Vm multiplied, Vm is constant, Laplace transform of sine omega t is omega by s square plus omega square. Omega by s square plus omega square. So therefore, so this is the actual function, the Laplace transform of the sine omega t, whatever we have. Therefore here f of t would be equal to, the function here at this particular point, where this is the wave what we have. So from here to here, whatever we have, the amplitude is phi, which is Vm. Vm is nothing but this peak, whatever we have, and this is another Vm, whatever we have. So it is phi into sine omega t. So it is not just omega t here, because the sine wave is actually beginning with a delay t minus 4. Find to sine omega of t minus 4, u of t minus 4 plus, again this half wave whatever we have, will again have phi is the amplitude Vm here, phi into sine of omega of, at this particular point you see the delay is 6, so it is t minus 6 into u of t minus 6. Okay, so this is what we get the equation for f of t whatever we have. Therefore f of s would be equal to phi into, as we have a delay of t minus 4, we say e power minus 4s into omega by s square plus omega square plus phi into e power minus 6s into omega by s square plus omega square. Okay, so this is what we get for any sine wave. I hope point to point whatever I am explaining you are able to get. Now our job is to find out what is omega. Omega is nothing but 2 pi by t. Okay, omega is 2 pi by t. So here omega equals 2 pi by t, because we know that omega is actually 2 pi f. Therefore we can say omega equals 2 pi by t, where t is the time period of the total sine wave whatever we have. So it is from 4 till 6 is actually 2 whatever we have. Therefore I'll substitute that t to be equal to 2 now, which is equal to 2 pi by 2. Therefore omega is equal to pi. Okay, omega will be equal to pi. Therefore finally f of s would be equal to phi into e power minus 4s into pi by s square plus pi square plus phi into e power minus 6s into pi by s square plus pi square. So here I can easily take phi into pi by s square plus pi square as common. I will be getting e power minus 4s plus e power minus 6s. So this is my f of s for the given sine wave that we have in the problem. Okay, in this problem we are going to find out the Laplace transform of the periodic function, which is an half rectified sine wave. Okay, so it is half rectified sine wave, so we need to find out the Laplace transform of this particular periodic function. So here we can see this is an half rectified sine wave, where here is the starting point where write one equation. As I said in the previous problem, I told you we'll write the second equation at the ending point. Okay, so as we all know it's a sine wave, so f of t will again remain as Vm sine omega t u of t. Okay, so therefore here we need to write the two equations here. So what do we get here is f of t equals Vm is 1, because from here to here it is 1, peak is 1. So 1 into sine omega t u of t, because there is no delay here because at 0 it is, plus 1 into, so ending point is this, so plus 1 into Vm is 1 into sine omega of t minus t by 2 into u of t minus 2 is what we get. So that is the ending point, and this would be the two equations that we, two terms that we get in this particular square, the half wave sine wave form. So this would be equal to 1 into omega divided by s square plus omega square plus 1 into e power minus t by 2 s into omega divided by s square plus omega square. Okay, so therefore now here omega can be written as 2 pi by t, where this t is actually t by 2 here. Okay, therefore it is 2 pi by t can be written as 2 pi by t by 2, where it is 4 pi by t. Okay, it is 4 pi by t is what we normally write. So therefore, I think, sorry, this is one full wave means it should also consider the negative half cycle, which is constant here. Okay, so this is one full waveform where this is first point, this is end point, whereas this is constant. So therefore, I can say one full is t, not 2t. So therefore, we normally consider this as t only. So it will not be 4 pi by t, it is 2 pi by t only. So therefore, f of t now would be equal to, I can take this omega by s square plus omega square as common. Therefore, I say 2 pi by t by s square plus 2 pi by t the whole square multiplied by 1 plus e power minus t by 2s. So this is the function f of t that we get for the given particular problem. Now this is as we are finding out the Laplace transform of the periodic function, I would say this is f1 of t, right? This is f1 of t, where whatever we have found here is, sorry, this is not f of t, this is f1 of s. So whatever we have written here is f1 of s. So this is also f1 of s. So therefore, the total Laplace transform f of s would now be equal to f1 of s divided by 1 minus e power minus ts, whereas this t remains to be t because one full period is t for this half rectifier, half wave rectifier sine wave. Therefore, f1 of s is what? 2 pi by t whole thing divided by s square plus 2 pi by t the whole square multiplied by 1 plus e power minus t by 2s whole thing divided by 1 minus e power minus ts. So this would be the answer for this half wave rectifier sine wave, the Laplace transform. Okay. So finally we have solved some 8 problems. We have taken sawtooth waveform, we have taken rectangular waveform, square waveform, sine waveform. So we have done some 8 problems on this. So any waveform, if they give you the periodic function, your job is to find out the Laplace transform of one cycle of that particular periodic waveform, and then you take the Laplace transform of the total periodic function would be equal to f1 of s by 1 minus e power minus ts, where that f1 of s is nothing but the Laplace transform of that one cycle periodic function. Okay. So similarly, if the Laplace transform of any waveform should be found, I hope the discussion what we did till now will help you in finding out the Laplace transform of any function if they give you. Okay. So this is what the waveform synthesis part in the module, Laplace transformation module that we have. I hope this video will help you in understanding waveform synthesis in much better way. So if you want, you can rewind it and watch it once again to understand and learn waveform synthesis in Laplace transformation chapter. Thank you.